first attempt coming up in the competition. First attempt for Lemons, and that one well short of the 40-meter mark, maybe well short of the 35-meter mark as well for the athlete from Curacao.
Gentle breeze coming up from the sea, blowing into the faces of the javelin throwers. It means that if Lemons and other girls don't get their release angle right, it could slow the javelin down, push the tip up, and shorten the distances. Twists a bit, preparing to throw, and every reaction, equal and opposite reaction, spins her off the other side when she sends a javelin flying, and she'll have to improve.
Serena Alexander of Grenada now for her first attempt. That too just short of the 40-meter mark, but a better effort than the one we saw from Lemons of Curacao.
Huge javelin throwing program in Grenada. They have the current world men's champion, Anderson Peters, and Alexander trying to tread that same journey from CARIFTA to the World Championships.
Two Bahamians in this lineup, along with the Trinidadian Kasar, are the favorites as we look at Jade Wright of the Cayman Islands. Her first attempt coming up here.
Slow run, fast arm. Her angles, I think, a bit better. Javelin pierces the stadium turf. Back at the top of the order, 40.37 thrower, Kenika Kasar. She's quite a personality.
Yes, she is. Going to be, as you watch the replay of this throw from Jade Wright of the Cayman Islands, well short of where she would want to be, well short of what she'll need to challenge for a medal in this competition. Here's Kasar of Trinidad and Tobago. Second attempt coming up. And she has gone close to what has been put down as the record. Kasar of Trinidad and Tobago, she is quite a talent. West Indies, vying for the West Indies under-19 cricket team as well. She is a bowler, so no surprise that she can throw the javelin as well.
Yes, had a recent training session with Olympic champion Keyshawn Walcott, won in 2012, went from winning CARIFTA, winning the World Juniors, to upsetting the best in the world in London to win the gold medal. This girl, her brother, won the boys javelin under 20 with a world leading mark 79.89 meters on day one. Camara Strawn, same coach, Corrington Maycock.
Yeah, 42.06. I think the attempt for Kasar, and Strawn trying to match her, trying to bring another gold medal to the family home, Hubert.
See Antonique Strawn watching closely during these championships.
So let's see if we can get the height, sorry, the distance on that last attempt. 41. Well, this is Diore Scott, 41.77, her first attempt. It was 39.86 for Strawn on her second attempt. So let's see what Scott can deliver here on her second attempt. She's in second position. That's a big looking throw. Don't think it's as good as what we saw from Kasar of Trinidad and Tobago on her second attempt. But it certainly gets the Bahamian fans going inside the National Stadium in Kingston. It was actually 42.86 for Kasar on her second attempt, and that's the lead And trying to match that was the Bahamian Diore Scott, who has gone 41.77 already, which is not far outside her lifetime best. She improves to 41.83. Here's Rihanna Biggs of Jamaica, just 19 meters first attempt, and that's not going to be much better. This is definitely an event where Jamaica struggles on both the boys and girls side, but even more so on the girls side. It is quite likely the worst event based on quality in the land of wood and water. Hubert doesn't think so.
I think the pole vault.
Well, the pole vault doesn't exist. Jamaican female athletes don't do the pole vault.
You said Jamaican environmental, so the pole vault would be there on that list for me. But the javelin, each implement very expensive. Not many schools have wide open spaces for the long throws, javelin, hammer discus, and so you see the results from it.
Viewers, Maurice Wignall is sitting in the middle, and he just moved out of the way just now. Lemons 29-28. She's in 5th position. Steps forward now. Nice speed down the runway. But it doesn't go very far. We're hoping to get over 30 meters here. The athlete from Curacao. Round 2 of the javelin throw final for under 17 girls.
Hubert spoke about the angle, and because the wind has picked up, if they are not releasing at the proper angle, they're not going to get that distance that they're looking for. And we just saw that where she got a lot of elevation, a lot of height, but the angle wasn't right, and that wind just took that javelin and just brought it down.
Yeah, 26.14 meters on that attempt for her. As we get back to the Grenadian, Serena Alexander, 37.12 on her first attempt, just outside the medals at this stage, in 4th position. Alexander outside the sector, so gets the red flag. That means it's a fall. That means the throw will not be measured, and an X will be placed in the slot, and it's not a vote of confidence. Jade Wright of the Cayman Islands. Second attempt coming up, 22.30 in round 1. Very slow run up. Almost as if she's only just started learning the event. Here she is again. Right of the Cayman Islands. Another real struggle for her, almost released from behind. Does get the white flag though. The distance will be measured. But it will not be a big effort for Jade Wright of the Cayman Islands to close the second round of the javelin throw for under 17 girls. Here's the leader, Kenika Kasar of Trinidad and Tobago, 42.86 in round number 2. Watched her practice in the build-up to the CARIFTA games, and she looks to me as if she is capable of throwing beyond 45 meters, which would demolish the record. Here she goes. This one well short of her second round effort of 42.06. Kanika Kasar of Trinidad and Tobago.
Very slow run for Kasar, but speeds up near the end, builds some momentum, has a fabulous right arm, rocks the javelin out, but angle's not quite right. Run up could be longer. There's more there.
3768.
She's from the same part of Trinidad and Tobago that Keisha Walcott is from.
Trained with him before she came to CARIFTA. Can't have more inspiration than that. The great Keisha Walcott as your mentor.
Camara Strawn of the Bahamas in the bronze medal position. Her teammate Diore Scott is in silver at the moment. Not a bad effort again, but won't be an improvement for her. Almost calculating every step, every movement on the runway.
Got the sense with the high jumpers on day one that they were getting accustomed to the speed of the surface inside National Stadium in Kingston. I get the sense that Strawn is tiptoeing down the runway, trying not to go past the scratch line.
37.14 on that attempt, so not an improvement for the Bahamian. Here's the second Bahamian in the lineup. DRA Scott, 41.77, 41.83 in round 2. She's chasing 42.86 for the lead. DRA Scott gets it high, gets it long. That's over the mark that they have as the championship record. The Bahamian world number 1 in the under-20 boys javelin throw, Keyshawn Strawn, delivered on the opening morning. And now DRA Scott, another Bahamian, is throwing big, this time in the under-17 girls javelin.
Bahamas is really doing well in javelin. I mean, how do you top something that Keyshawn Strawn did? She just wanted to be there as well, so she just went for her record. What we have on the field look like the record, so let's see what the distance is.
Well, I tell you what, there is some controversy with what the record is, whether it's 42.90 or 43.89. Guess what? It doesn't matter. This performance is 44.58. She has demolished the previous record. There is confirmation. DRA Scott of the Bahamas gets us started superbly on day number 3.
5'2" point guard for a high school team in the Bahamas. Power packed 115 pounds. And now on line to take the title, won in 2019 by Anisha Gibbons of Guyana in the under-17 category 3 years ago. And DRA Scott puts a big one up for the field to chase. Meet record.
Not sure this one is over yet, because I do believe that Kasar has what it takes to challenge this mark. And we will have 3 more rounds to go following this one. So the steel tape is out. That is to confirm the measurement. Remember, on the opening day when Keyshawn Strawn broke the under-20 record, he threw 79.84, and then when the steel tape came out, it was adjusted to 79.89.
That's correct, because the steel tape does not stretch. There is no deviation there, so just to make sure that the electronic distance and measuring system works, they actually check again to confirm all distances. And when you do records, it is customary to do that sort of ratification.
Now we wait for confirmation. Well, 44.57 is what the official is saying. So there is a reduction this time around. Yeah, the adjustment has been made now. So 44.57 is what we're working with. No less impressive for DRA Scott of the Bahamas. Another Bahamian record breaker in a javelin throw event at CARIFTA49. There she is. The Jamaican, Rihanna Biggs, hasn't gone over 20 meters yet. I'm wondering if she's ever thrown the javelin before today, to be honest. Looks as if she's only started learning this a few days ago.
That's a possibility, Ricardo. Very much so, because as you said, Jamaica is struggling in javelin, both men, girls, and girls and boys, and one doesn't have to have much qualification and much standard to get into the CARIFTA games. So probably you're right.
Zella Lemons of Curacao next in the order. A couple athletes to come in the order after this. 29-28 and 26-14. She's in 5th position. At the end of this 3rd round, we'll be taking a break. High jump on the 20 girls in action. We'll show you some of that as well in our broadcast. Here's Lemons of Curacao. Let's fly outside the sector. Red flag, foul.
Very aggressive on the runway. She has a lot of energy, just not getting that javelin out in the proper angle and releasing a little bit too late. She's really struggling. But she has a lot of energy. She has the speed down the runway. What she needs to work on now is just that angle. Hubert spoke about it earlier. The wind has picked up. If the angle is not right, you're not going to get the distance.
Alexander in 4th position for Grenada. She needs close to 40 meters if she is to move in a medal position. Here's Alexander. Flat trajectory, but that's a big one. That may well be good enough to put her in a medal position. 39.87 is what she needs to move into bronze, and she hit that very, very well.
Little smile as she got to her point to adjust to make the throw. A little more upright, and a rocket right arm. Her angle's much better, and you can see near that line that is on your screen. Alexander cranks it up. End of the 3rd round, trying to bid for a place in the last 3 throws.
42.57. She's in the bronze medal position now. Here's Jade Wright of the Cayman Islands. Another methodical run-up that may be close to her best so far.
Gets a run-up, Ricardo, for the first time. Has been sort of walking to the throwing point here. Went back to the coach, had a chat, changed her run-up, and that looks like a much improved effort.
Only 7 of them in the field, so they will all have 3 more throws at the end of this 3rd round, and we have closed this 3rd round with DRA Scott of the Bahamas having the lead with a record 44.57 meters. 42.86 for Kenika Kasar of Trinidad and Tobago in 2nd position, and now that effort just now 42.57 in 3rd is Serena Alexander of Grenada. So 3 rounds all the way in the javelin throw final for under 17 girls. The under 20 girls high jump final is in progress. Just 2 competitors left in the field. The bar at 1.75 meters. And we're going to be skipping across to that shortly. Kanika Kasar. Was in 2nd position after 3 rounds. This is her final round effort. And that one well short of 40 meters for Kasar.
Officials' white flag tells you the breeze they're facing. Jogs into her run, then starts to sprint a little bit to get some momentum for the implement. Lovely right arm, that right over her shoulder, but the tip goes up, the air goes under the tip, decelerates the javelin, and that throw won't move her forward.
There's the record holder from the Bahamas, DRA Scott, getting ready to take her final attempt in this competition. She has been confirmed as the gold medalist now. There is her card. 44.57 coming in round number 3, and that attempt has gotten the job done. What does she deliver on her 6th and final attempt to close this competition? DRA Scott of the Bahamas. Good speed on the runway. The release is good. Another healthy effort, but it's not as good as her record and winning mark of 44.57. DRA Scott of the Bahamas finishes well, wins the gold medal, and produces another record here at the CARIFTA Games in Kingston.
They're doing something right in this event in the Bahamas. Early Monday, Keyshawn Strawn. Early Saturday, Keyshawn Strawn. Today's Easter Monday, and this girl, DRA Scott, has done what her teammate has done. Little fiery left-hander, a bundle of speed on the runway, great technique, and the coach hooks both girls. I think that's Collington Mayock, the coach from the throwing club in the Bahamas. Tears for Kimara Strawn, but joy for the Bahamas.
Kimara Strawn left onto the medals in 4th position. She's disappointed. The gold medal, though, goes to DRA Scott of the Bahamas, and they can celebrate another Javelin gold medal and record with Serena Alexander of Grenada coming up with a bronze medal. Kanika Kasar of Trinidad and Tobago, the silver medalist. We take a break on our coverage of CARIFTA49, the 4x400 for under 20 boys going to a straight final, but we still have action in the long jump final for under 20 girls after the break.